So, what to say about Larry Norman, my dad? I'm going to start off by saying some of my favorite memories. Of course, there's a ton of them. Of course, with being his daughter, we had family memories, vacations. But as a kid, and I think everybody can relate to this, when you're a kid, it's hard sometimes obeying the rules and going to school and doing what they tell you to do, even though you don't want to. You don't understand why. But we had a really good childhood. Dad taught me how to work hard and he also taught me to go to school and get a college education and find something that you want to do and excel in that. Unfortunately, he didn't always like his job. In fact, he kind of hated his job at Bridgestone. But he worked hard because he had to. He had a family. He was able to work, though, and we lived on a single income. My mom was able to stay home with us and be a stay-at-home mom and raise the kids. And so for that, I'm thankful. We never had to go to daycare. Mom was able to be involved in Girl Scouts and with me with band. So Dad was always working. That was okay because Dad made a living. After you grow up and you realize that your parents were mostly right, Dad and I were able to become friends. He became one of my best friends. And I really treasure the memories that we had, especially when we went to the Vandy games. That was something, of course, Dad liked football. Dad liked the Commodores sometimes. But every year, when the Vandy Commodores were having a bad season, which was more than they were good seasons, I'll tell you that. He'd always tell me every year, I'm not buying another season ticket. They're terrible. We're not doing this again. It's a waste of money. But then come the next summertime, guess what? We were going to the games again because it became more of it became a thing for us, a memory that we had, and we went to all the games, and it was just Dad and I. I'll always have that memory with you, Dad. But I did want to say, that Dad taught me how to work hard for what you want, and never quit. Just keep working and keep trying, and you'll get it. He taught me to have fun. Dad was a character, but he had fun. But he also taught me to be safe. He taught me to learn from your mistakes. Hell, he tried to teach me how to learn from his mistakes, and I didn't always listen. And I hope I made you proud, Dad. I really do. Because the worst thing you could ever say to me, and you did, because I know that I wasn't always the best kid, but the worst words to hear from you was, I'm disappointed. I never wanted to disappoint you, Dad, because that just breaks my heart. But I hope that I made you proud. You taught me. I mean, I guess I inherited the long stories. Here we go. I'm already on 5 minutes of this. But you taught me how to tell long stories and get really winded, but don't leave out the details. But you taught me how to love big. We have big hearts. But you taught me to be proud. You taught me to love big and love God, family, and country, and to be proud. And that, Dad, I'm proud. Proud of you. Proud of our family. And I hope I made you proud. And I'm sorry that I'm a big crying mess. I'm gonna miss you, Dad. I'm really gonna miss you. But I love you.
Larry Norman, we miss you, buddy. We love you very much. We hope you're partying in heaven, because when we get up there, we're going to party with you, brother. We love you, Georgianne. I want you to know that this seat right here is always open for you. We we hope you'll join us. Just know, every day we're thinking about you and Larry and hoping that you know that your world will always be good and your world will be even better when you get that next hug from Larry up in heaven. You're phenomenal. These guys all want to say they love you real quick.
We love you.
Peace.
Was the 23rd of July. Larry Joe came into this life. He was an only son in his West Tennessee home. Larry Joe Norman was a West by God Tennessean. Larry loved Georgianne. They got hitched in 74. They had Gail and Jessica, and there would be no more. Larry Joe Norman was a father and a husband and a Christian. And he loved to sing, there is a house in New Orleans, and locomotive breath. You were always on my mind and smile on your brother, and fire on the mountain. Every word that Larry sang, it came right from his soul, like the tears that he would cry when we sang Dog on a Boat. Larry Joe Norman loved his bandy and his Harley and his dogs. And he loved to sing, there is a house in New Orleans, and locomotive breath. You were always on my mind and smile on your brother, the fire on the mountain. Larry loved his country. He was a patriot first class, and if you challenged him on that, he'd probably kick your ass. Larry Joe Norman was a kind and caring, generous man. There is a place in heaven for angels, and Larry Joe is one. So go and sing your heart out, Mr. Norman, in the house of the risen sun. In the house of the risen sun. So long, old friend.